Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'll be continuing in the lunar habitat, as you can see in the background. This is gonna be a pretty quick video, like the last one. But as you see here, this is when I started to shrink the orbit, or make the orbit slightly smaller. It's for a an impact course to the moon, so that I can actually land on the moon. I would like to say the SAS, I mean not the SAS, the stabilization thing that I had in the last video was much better. They made the aircraft much better for turning and a whole bunch of other things, of course. As you can see, I just deployed the fairings. I don't really know what to commentate about, because I'm literally just making an impact course to the moon. In a bit, you would notice that I don't know if my impact course was good enough. You'll see what I'm talking about soon. Or I don't know if I was good enough. And I'm shrinking. I'm making the orbit equal first, so that I could have a pretty close thing on it. Or so that I have a pretty close approach on it. And this is when I'm pretty sure that this is when everything happened. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, actually, never mind. It gives me butterflies watching this happen when I'm playing the game. I don't know why. It just gives me butterflies on my stomach because it's like I'm actually in the thing. It's weird. This is when everything goes wrong. I'm pretty sure this is right before I do something that I'm going to regret. You'll see what I'm talking about soon. This is the second I realized I need to start burning, or else I'm cooked. Which I could have did this 10 times better by literally just burning straight up so I could fix the orbit, but I did it. As you can see. And then I reloaded because I got super scared because I was thinking I lost the save. So I reloaded another save, but I did remember I did make a save that was called Mun's Orbit. And yeah, this save was just sucked because I had a save that was called like Perseverance or something, and the save was just straight dookie. It was already destroyed on the moon. So of course I went back and I fixed the Mun orbit again. I should deploy the fairings like right now. Or maybe I'm just dumb. Which I did take some precautions, and I was much more careful than I was the first time, so that I'll have a better landing. Yeah. I just want to say this view is beautiful in this game. I can't even lie. Look at that view, though. It's sick, dude. And then this is when I was starting to make a more circular orbit in the game. And then I was yeah, as I was saying, like making a circular orbit. So I'm just fixing each side to make it better, more circular. As you can see, I made like a pretty good orbit. I can't even lie. And then I broke the fairings. This is when I made. So this is when I start to impact the moon. But what I did do was burn way earlier than last time, because last time I started burning at like 5,000 meters, and now I'm burning at 21,000, which I feel like it made for a way softer landing, but it did also take a way longer time to get down on the ground than the first one did. But I feel like that's better because you saw what happened in the first one. And this is the part that took a while because I was just making sure I didn't mess up it. So, oh, this is when I was putting out all the landing legs, which, oof, thank goodness I did that right there, because I would have messed up if I didn't. It was much more longer in real time when I did this, so it might seem fast for y'all, but it was much more longer because of obviously this video is sped up for your purposes and entertainment purposes. In my purpose too, because it does get tiring editing or voicing over these videos because they're so kind of boring to watch when they're not sped up. But in my opinion, I feel like they're way funner to watch and to commentate over when they're sped up. So that's one of the reasons I sped them up, but they're also sped up for your entertainment, as I said. And then this is when I get really close to the moon, which, thank goodness I have those landing legs out, because you could see when I touch the moon. Hold up. You could see when I touch the moon, I kind of drop, and then my spaceship tilts over and destroys the solar panels. But those landing legs completely cushion the landing for my habitat, which made it 10 times better. We're also getting pretty close to the end, so I would like to say, please like, subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. Turn on notifications. Comment your opinions or what you think I should have did better or something cool that you learned about the game. Whatever, something you want to share with me. This is what I. This is the second I figured out that I couldn't get them out, because for some reason the hatches were covered, which I found is stupid. But yeah, I deployed every solar panel, which it's good that it landed right here on the moon, because that means I will always have access to the Earth no matter what, because the spaceship antenna will always be pointing to Earth, or we will always be facing Earth in this position. Which you will see an example of this when we get back to Earth and we go to the tracking station, of course. Which, I did land in not a good area, though. I did land in, like, a slope, as you could see. You could see I'm going a little right. And then this one I was trying to get them out, but it just wasn't working. And this is when I went to the tracking station. You could see what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, this just wasn't counting for some reason. So just give 1 second, you'll see what I was talking about when I have complete access to the Earth, like, the whole time. I just went back. I went back to check up on it to make sure the antenna was deployed correctly, which it obviously was. It was just tracking station issue. Boom. And this is what I was talking about. See how it rotates all the time, but it still has full connection to the Earth. So that's what I really liked about that landing area. So thank you guys for watching, and as I always say, see you another time.